Hi guys, today we'll be seeing a scenario on what if the Mauryan Empire came back. So the Mauryan Empire... wait. The, this is their puppet state. And yeah, so we'll be seeing what if the Mauryans came back. So they're gonna invade every country that's very weak now. That includes India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, those countries, these countries, I don't know if we should, let's include the puppet state, it's not gonna do that much. Okay, so they're gonna just run over Afghanistan, later into Pakistan. India's cooked. They go to India's strongest place, which they'll also cook. Bhutan is cooked. Nepal is completely cooked. And yeah. Peace treaty. Peace treaty can be treaty will be full annexation against these. Okay, so yeah, India, the Mauryan Empire. So some of the Mauryan Empire's generals teach the leader about some stuff about modern days technology, and he learns about it and he uses it. He'll test it on Tajikistan. He'll test it on Tajikistan. So if he if you know that, you would know that Tajikistan is cooked. The modern technology performed way better. It gets a lots of interest on the modern technology. So he wants Myanmar now. He wants to claim Southeast Asia. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna invade Myanmar and Thailand. This is his quest for the first Southeast Asian conquest. Oh my god. So basically, Myanmar, yeah, is cooked. It's not gonna be as cooked as Tajikistan, but it is cooked. They're just gonna take the northern part. They're gonna try to rust out to the major cities. Myanmar is easy because of the civil war, so yeah. They captured the major cities, they enter Thailand. Thailand will be a way harder opponent, but they will manage to push through Thailand. They're gonna capture Bangkok. They're gonna take this remainder of India that the Myanmar just took. The Myanmar just set a claim over and the Indians couldn't do anything about it. So Myanmar, Thailand, and islands. They'll demand that the puppet state joins them since they want all of South Asia. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, the first invasion went pretty well. So now the Mauryans became pretty big. China feels threatened. So they're gonna make their second conquest of Southeast Asia into Malaysia. The Philippines, these countries. Of course, the country is very disliked in other countries, especially China is very disliked. Russia has some sort of dislikes on the country for taking some of their allies. The US has some dislikes. Even the EU dislikes it. Because really they have no allies. But this country hates them the most. China. So they're gonna rush down to the Malay Peninsula, taking over Singapore. Taking even Singapore. Then they're gonna make a landing. Here they'll try. Oh my god, my mouse. Here they'll try to make some pushes, but Vietnam is too strong. They'll try to cut them off, taking over the south. Now it's kinda hard to beat Vietnam, so they'll land on the Philippines. Philippines Southern Island will be a little hard, so they'll try to take some of the middle islands until the Northern Island is too hard. So they'll take over the Southern Island, they're gonna land the north part and capture the capital and later Vietnam. So let's see the peace treaty. This country is majority Hindu, but they're stacking up a lot of Muslims and Buddhists. So they are going to Indonesia makes a defensive pact with China for protection, cause this ain't looking that good for both of them. So now they don't want to attack the defensive pact yet, so they're gonna try to expand into Central Asia and Persia. So they're gonna declare war on Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, even Kazakhstan. Well, China is gonna get involved in the war, not letting them take too much land. So they feel like they're taking way too much. So the Mauryans will attack will put their troops mostly on their strongest opponent, Iran. So now they're going to manage to push through here. They're gonna encircle the Persian Gulf or Arabian Gulf, whatever. Next they're gonna attack here. Here. China is of course going to use some of their troops to take rest of Kyrgyzstan, which makes the Mauryans mad, but they're not gonna really do anything about it. They're going to push through more of Kazakhstan until The Russians joined in to take some land. For the Mauryans not to. They're gonna invade eastern Kazakhstan. For the Mauryans not to invade that. So they are going to pass through here, here, taking over the capital of Iran. And later they're gonna take over Turkmenistan. Later pushing through Kazakhstan. The Russians are gonna make one push and taking over this part of Kazakhstan. Oh my god. And China will manage to take the rest. So let's see the peace treaty. So they're going to make one puppet state so they don't get way too unstable. They're gonna take this part of Kazakhstan and then meet this lake. They're going to take here and here. The Russians and Chinese split this. And let me just draw up the peace treaty. Okay, so this is the peace treaty, they're quite big. Till a whole alliance forms, specifically against the Mauryans. These are the countries that are in the alliance. Until China and Russia both joined the alliance. Because they won't, because they don't trust the Mauryans. Because they don't trust the Mauryans. They do invite these countries. It was hard, but they eventually joined. They make the Indonesians join. They make all of these countries to settle their difference to see the big problem. Eastern Europe sees some of the threat. So yeah, and you know what the Warriors do? They don't know. Until the whole alliance just decides to attack the Mauryan's. Yeah, so the whole alliance decides to attack the Mauryan's. Okay, so the Mauryans are cooked pretty much. So they're gonna attack the Mauryans' most unstable part, Persia. They're gonna, the eastern side is going to attack Persia. Later the western side. Later they're gonna attack east. Later they're gonna attack. China has some troops planned over here. Here. When here gets attacked. Some troops more. The Indonesia attacks these areas. even landing on Malaysia, until the Mauryans mobilized their forces. So they are going to attack kind of the Chinese troops to eradicate most of them. Later doing a push. Then landing on Taiwan. They're going to make some big... They're going to attack the second weakest front. They're going to attack Indonesia, which is their weakest front. They're going to take over in Indonesia. Later capturing Borneo. Later capturing Borneo and Sumatra into Java. And the rest of Indonesia, they'll just leave it alone, because they got bigger problems. Now China will push back, but it's not really enough. The Russians get pushed back heavily. Even into their country. They managed to encircle all of the Persian Gulf or the Arabian, and some countries sees this as a giant threat. So the whole world sees this as a threat, that if they win, they'll just consume the whole world, because they already took all the major superpowers. So the whole world will join the war against the Mauryans, because they don't want the whole world to be under them. Yeah, so the entire world is against the Mauryans, because this looks dangerous for the world. So some pushbacks may happen, but it's not really the biggest. They try to take over all of Indonesia so they can focus on Australia. They're gonna capture these islands. Lands later into a push into New Zealand. They later into push through They later sent a lot of troops to Arabia to take over Arabia too. They're just sending all of their troops are in one front, at least one front line. All front lines have a ton of troops. The Mauryan send a peace request, but the world does not accept their request since they still think they can beat them. Then the later push it to here. Later pushing it to Sinjane. Perth also. They'll make a landing, assassinate the vegan Moody, and American troops arrive. And also Indian troops are getting exhausted. Because they're running out of troops since they're outnumbered by every single way by the world. The only thing close to the world they are is population, and that's really it. They're outnumbered by everything. And the whole world's troops managed to come because of their tired troops. Later they push into Tibet. The Philippine Islands, Vietnam, their hometown, capital, captured. Goodbye Mauryan and and hello everyone. And hello everyone back. And everyone's back. They just give back the land to Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. And everyone's back. So bye guys, see you tomorrow.